playing in its second-to-last midweek game of the season, Notre Dame hit 4 home runs and scored 14 runs against Western Michigan to cruise to a 14-4 win Tuesday night at Frank Eck Stadium. The Irish, 21-24, 10-14 ACC, jumped out to an early lead in the bottom of the first inning when junior second baseman Nick Podkul and junior center fielder Matt Vierling hit back-to-back home runs with 2 outs to give the Irish a kick 2-0 lead over the Broncos, 18-19, 8-8 MAC. That lead was quickly extended in the bottom of the second inning when freshman third baseman Nico Cavades led off the inning with a solo shot of his own to put Notre Dame up 3-0. And although the Irish would go scoreless in the third inning and the Broncos would add a run of their own in the top of the fourth, the Irish benefited from yet another home run in the bottom of the fourth when junior right fielder Eric Gilgenbach followed up a Cavades single with a 2-run shot to left field to put Notre Dame up 5-1. Irish junior right fielder Eric Gilgenbach follows through on a swing that resulted in a home run during the fourth inning of Notre Dame's 14-4 win over Western Michigan on Tuesday at Frank Eck Stadium. Irish head coach Mick Podkul said the early power display provided a much-needed boost for the team in the game, as the Irish took advantage of a wind blowing out to left field and gave themselves a cushion they would not relinquish in the game. It was good. Obviously the conditions were conducive to it with the wind blowing out some, but it was good. Podkul said, "It's always good to score first, kind of loosens it up a little bit, lets us play from in front a little bit. I'm not sure that there's a sport in existence that it's not better to be playing from in front than behind." And the Irish would continue to extend the gap by which they were out front, scoring 2 runs in the 6th inning, 4 runs in the 7th and 3 more runs in the 8th to round out its 14-run outing. The Irish scored those runs on 13 hits, with Podkul, Vierling and Cavades each notching at least 2 knocks, and a patient approach at the plate that netted 8 walks drawn by Irish hitters. But the performances on the mound were nearly as strong as the ones at the plate. Freshman southpaw Tommy Sheehan started the game for the Irish and threw 4 innings in which he allowed just 4 hits and 1 run, the result of back-to-back 2-out doubles by the Broncos in the top of the 4th inning, with 2 strikeouts in 63 pitches. That might have been one of Tommy's better performances. Podkul said, "I thought he was in the strike zone. He had the one at-bat against Broncos freshman right fielder Blake Dunn, that went 10 or 11 pitches, 3-2 counts on probably 3 or 4 of those. I think earlier in the year, he loses that guy, and he made him put it in play, and recorded the out. I thought that was really good. I thought the compete factor there was much better than we had seen earlier in the year." Then, sophomore right-hander Zach Martin came in for 4 innings of relief and picked up the win, allowing 4 hits and no runs on an efficient 46 pitches. "Zach, for me, kind of got back to who Zach is, kind of in the strike zone and making people beat him," Podkul said. The past couple of outings, with Boston College and Virginia Tech the weekend before, some of the innings that got to him where there's a walk, a hit batter or something like that, that's, to me, really not who and what Zach is as a pitcher. So I think seeing him get back to who he was good to see. The Broncos would score 3 of their 4 runs in the top of the 9th off of Irish sophomore right-hander Anthony Holubetsky, but that proved to be far too little, far too late to get them back in the contest, as Notre Dame eventually recorded the final out for the 14-4 win. The efficiency with which Sheehan and Martin made their way through 8 innings was especially important for Podkul, as he said he plans to have the 2 in the fold for Sunday's game against Pittsburgh, as the Irish will prepare for their final home series of the season starting Friday and lasting through Sunday. Looking to keep the momentum going with just 7 games left on the schedule, Podkul said pitching will be a major factor this weekend against the Panthers, 24-17, 10-11 ACC, with graduate student southpaw Scott Tully set to lead things off Friday when Notre Dame and Pittsburgh square off for the first game of the weekend at 6:05 p.m. Hopefully, Tully can create some momentum for us off the mound Friday. Podkul said, "When we go in there, obviously with 7 games left, all of the games are really important to put us in a position to accomplish some of the things that we wanted to at the outset of the season. So, Tuesday night was step 1, and hopefully we can continue to play going in through the weekend and come out with some good results against Pittsburgh."